With Star Wars Zero Company closing in on its release date, I decided to go back. Back to where? Back to...
What's this?
Nice try, Fett. Dead or alive, Miko?
Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Yes, but I did play the original back in the day. I played that one a couple times back in the day, actually. But for this video, we're actually using footage of the newest version with Aspire on it that was released on PC, of course. That comes with all the quality of life stuff. Now, why did I decide, out of all the Star Wars games, why did I decide to play this one? Well, simple enough. I grew up with this one. That's it. I grew up the most with this one. There is a lot of Star Wars games that I played when I was a kid, but this was a really fun one for me on the PlayStation 2. And what I liked about it was that, for one, come on, you're playing as Jango Fett. You're legit playing as a bounty hunter. I think this game is so cool. I will apologize right now because this video was meant to come out a long time ago. The only reason why this game took me so long was because at first I was actually trying to platinum it. But then with other games coming out and whatnot, I decided to kind of go against it because this game is pretty enjoyable at the start to try and platinum. But once you get around halfway through the game, if not just a little over, yeah, this game ain't so fun anymore when it comes to platinuming. Though the game itself is fun. Just as long as you don't platinum, this game is actually extremely fun. I really like having all these weird weapons that you actually don't use most of the time because you have your pistols and you have your thumb. And your thumb can do all the work for you, since every time you tap on the square button, it's each shot from each hand. So you gotta press it twice if you want to shoot, from, both pistols. So you gotta just constantly just tap that thing if you want to just shoot super quickly. I do want to talk about the story a little bit because I think the story is actually pretty cool, especially with the ending and just the overall plot. Like, you have Roz, who's kind of like a mother to Jango in a way. And I think it's really sick that we get to see, characters that we didn't get to see in the overall franchise in terms of like the movies. Some of them are in the movies. And I really think it's awesome that this game ties in with episode 2 right at the end, right? Like, you get to hear about the contract or the credits and the conditions that Jango made with Count Dooku to how to get cloned, or what he wanted out of the clones, and how he wanted one that was self-made in a way, without any upgrades, without anything, just a clone with nothing more. And that really goes to show you that, Jango is kind of trying to be the person that Ross wants him to be, which is more of like an actual person, to not care too much about the money and become a little bit more human. Though I do like this quote that Jango said to Count Dooku. I think this was really funny.
I'll accept your offer, Tyrannus, on one condition.
And that is?
I want the first clone for myself, unmodified.
Might I inquire as to why?
You might.
When it comes to the gameplay, like I said, at first it is fun actually trying to collect everything, capture everybody, and, tie them up, right? To use the scope thing, or actually it's the other way. Use the little visor, scan them, claim them by roping them or, tying them up, and then you claim them. I think that mechanic is really fun, and I still think it's really fun. It's just the areas that they have you doing that stuff with and how janky some of these enemies can be. I mean, they'll sometimes just like fall and you have to like restart, which is the biggest problem and why I said that this game isn't really too fun trying to 100% it. It really isn't fun when the enemies just decide to just walk off cliffs and stuff like that. And it could be the one that you need to capture. So that's one of the biggest issues I had with the game in terms of 100%ing it. If you're not, oh, bro, if you're not, some of those guys that just fall off the cliffs are just easy money. They're just easy W's, enemies that you don't gotta shoot, that you don't have to worry about. And you can just continue playing the game and enjoying the overall experience, because I think the overall experience in this game, it's really fun. So many enemies spawned in on you and you're just constantly shooting and using the little glider eventually, or the jetpack that you will eventually get, and feeling like you're actually Jango Fett, you know, just shooting people in the air, you know, hovering and just destroying stuff. I think this game is really awesome. And if you guys never given it a go or a chance, well, honestly, you should definitely give it a go. And especially if it's on sale, I would recommend it that you do it, especially on sale. I don't know, May the 4th, whatever. But I really wanted to talk about this game because I grew up with it. I really liked it, and I wanted to always talk about this game on my channel because it is a game that I've experienced when I was younger, and it is a game that I really liked back then. And turns out I still like it. I think it's one of the better Star Wars games out there that aren't, you know, Jedi related. If you want the worst Star Wars game, well, that probably goes to... Yeah, we ain't talking about you today. We'll do that later. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I also have a Patreon if you guys want to support me and the channel directly. With that said, thank you guys for being here, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.